Hi guys, thank you so much for stopping by to watch this video. If you are new to my channel, my name is Manj Gill, and if you are back, thank you so much for coming back to watch another video. I'm assuming if you are stopping to watch this video, you are either a thrifter, or you're curious about thrifting, or you're just curious about how to thrift. So I'm just gonna show you this week's thrifted finds, and also as I'm showing you my thrift finds, will provide you with some tips that I use. But yeah, so I started thrifting like a couple of years ago. I work in film, and I went into a thrift store to do some shopping for some background for a film, and yeah, so I kind of got into thrifting that way. And my first major thrift find was a Chloe sweater, which I paid $24.99, which is crazy because it was around $2,500 on Net-a-Porter. And yeah, I was stunned. It was new with tags, and from there I kind of pretty much got addicted after that. So I don't know if you guys are thrifters. If you are, I would love to hear in the comments below some of your major thrifted finds, and if there's any tips that you guys are interested in, yeah, just shoot some comments below, and I'll try to answer or I'll get information for you as best as I can. So yeah, I just want to I know a lot of people on my Instagram, which is at the Big Find. I pretty much started it because I was thrifting, and I was so excited about my thrifted finds, and I was sharing it with my family, and they really didn't care. So I ended up starting the Instagram because I was just so excited about these finds, and I wanted to share it with somebody. And I ended up, there's a whole thrifting community that was out there. And besides thrifting, there's also other people who don't thrift, who just love a deal. And I mean, come on, who doesn't love to find designer for like a fraction of the price? Like, we all would love to find like Balenciaga for like $12, or Louis Vuitton bag for $8. Like, that's insane. And also it kind of becomes a little bit of an addiction, because you're always like, what's the next major find I'm gonna get? And honestly, since I started thrifting, I think 80% of my wardrobe is thrifted. I do try, I don't, in the beginning when I first was thrifting, I would just buy anything. I'm a lot more selective of what I bring home, mostly due to space. And the other thing is, when you're on a budget, there was a time when I wasn't really working that much, and I didn't have money to spend, and I could, to go into the mall and buy something for $50 was like it was just, I couldn't do it. But to walk into a thrift store and pay $5 for like a Wilfred sweater, or Alexander Wang, it was great, because it was like I could still shop even though money was so tight. And for someone like me, where I love shopping, and it's just, yeah, it's a little bit of an addiction, I guess I would say, but it's also like my happy place, and it just gives me a little bit of cheer. And to be able to, when money is so tight and I'm on a budget, to be able to just go into a store and buy designer jeans, or buy, a mall brand top, or a new Zara for for the amount I would pay for like a lunch, it was crazy. So yeah, there are times when I was like, God, do I buy a salad, or do I buy this t-shirt? So I think it's just great. And it's also, honestly, it's really good for the environment. It's just unbelievable to me that people just will throw things away rather, well, I guess donating it is better than throwing it away, right? So, but I know that during quarantine, people are just, I drive by those donation booths, and I'm just shocked about people who just throw everything out there, even to the point that they're overflowing, and they had to stop and tell people not to do it anymore. But you know, instead, I mean, it makes me wonder how much stuff goes into the garbage that doesn't make it to the thrift stores. But, you know, if somebody doesn't want it, it's great that they thrifted it, or they give it to a thrift store, and it's great that we can find it and bring it home and give it new life. But yeah, like, you know, especially fast fashion, you know, it's great that it can find a secondary home, because things like H&M and Forever 21 and, you know, Zara as well. But you know, people are obsessed with Zara. They can't get enough of it. So anyway, so let's just go into here, and I'll share my first thrifted finds with you. So I don't know about you guys, but I love finding Sandro and this skirt. It is so gorgeous. Sandro Paris, it's a French brand. It's made in France, but it's also they have boutiques and stores in regular malls, so it's like a mainstream brand. But I found it for $12.49. I don't know if you guys can see that. $12.49, and this skirt is about over $200, and it's so beautiful. It has like this little side zipper, and then it has this like chiffon with a little slit, and then it has just a little skirt underneath it. So it's so pretty. You know, you can style it up with a pair of sandals, or you can style it up with like heels. I'm talking like you guys can find it, but like if you do ever find the skirt, or even just a basic skirt. But I just loved it. I thought, you know, I love Sandro, and to be able to find it for this price, I think is just amazing. So somebody else's discard became my treasure, so I'm really happy about that. And then the next thing I found is Zara, and I try not to buy Zara very often, but once in a while I'll come across something that's really pretty. And I just love this little t-shirt, and this part here is all like glitter, and it's actually made really well, and I only paid $5 for the t-shirt, so you can't go wrong with $5. I don't know how to focus it, but yeah, $4.99. Anyway, but I think it would look really cute with that, paired back with that skirt and a pair of sandals, and or even sneakers, and just really cute, and be great to go to like in a fashion event, or even just, you know, out for the day or to the mall. But super cute little t-shirt for $5. Like, I can't possibly go wrong with that. And then I love finding Club Monaco, because Club Monaco is so overpriced at actual retail. So when I can find it, I love it. So this one here was a different thrift store find, and it was only $15.99. Yeah, it's just so pretty. I saw it on Shopbop, so I'll put in the picture there so you can see the stock photo. But it's just so pretty, and I just can't go wrong with it. I love the little cutout detail on the shoulders, and I love these like voluminous sleeves here, and I just think it'd be so cute. I can, you know, the way she's wearing it is just amazing. Like, it's perfect styled with a pair of blue jeans, but even paired back with black jeans, or dressed up with a pair of black pants. I think it's so pretty, and it's actually, it's almost in brand new condition. So it's bigger. I mean, that's the thing with thrifting, you end up buying sizes that aren't really your size. But I mean, I'm not gonna pass on a over $200 blouse. It is a size medium, but I mean, sorry, it's a size large, but I think I can make it work anyway. So yeah, and if I decide I don't want it anymore, I can always sell it. So that's the other thing. You find things so cheap that you can, if you decide not to keep it, you know, you can always flip it or sell it. And this way, when I find that when I thrift clothes, I don't get as attached to my clothes, because if I walked into Club Monaco and I paid $250 for that blouse, I would want to sell it for at least $100, and trying to sell Club Monaco for $100 is just like, it's not gonna happen. And then the other thing I found were these beautiful Chloe boots. Guys, Chloe is so expensive, and they're, you can see they're Chloe, made in Italy. Obviously they've been worn, but like, you know, this is such a classic style. I could pair this back with a pair of jeans. I can wear it with a pair of black tights. I can wear it with a dress or even like a long skirt and a blazer, and it looks so chic. This style of boot will never go out of style. It's pretty much a classic. So, and I only paid $24.99 for the boots, which is pretty crazy, I would say. Yeah, so those were my Chloe. Okay, and then the other thing I found is a bag. So this is Want Les Essentiels de la Vie. This bag, it's a brand that you will find on Net-a-Porter in East Dane. It's a men's, it's unisex, but it's for men as well. So and with East Dane, it's a men's shopping site that's a branch off of Shopbop. And yeah, it's a $300 bag, and this rolls up, and it rolls up into a little compartment here, and then you can just kind of like a Longchamp bag, and it was only $8.99. And yeah, like, this is crazy, right? Like, when you find stuff like that, it just blows my mind. And the other thing I love about thrifting is that things that you wouldn't be able to afford, or that you wouldn't buy for full retail, you know, when you find it at the thrift store, it's great, right? Because you can actually have that item. Like, I wouldn't pay $300 for that bag, and I probably wouldn't even pay $100 for that bag, but I would want the bag, and for $8 it's totally doable. So but some tips I have is that, you know, when I go into the thrift store, I always have my iPhone out, and if I find something I don't know the brand but it looks kind of expensive, like, I'll Google it. And there's been a lot of times that I found brands that I didn't know and I wasn't familiar about, and then I Googled them and I found out, like, wow, that's expensive. Or if I saw something and I was like, oh, this looks expensive, and then I'll Google it and it's like, it's a nothing brand. So I would definitely say when you're thrifting to have your phone with you. Also, you know, I always check the shoe section and the bag section to see. I honestly check bags less. I find that so many times with bags, it's really hit and miss. You know, I found a couple of times I found bags and then they weren't real. So you know, educate yourself, learn how to thrift. I mean, learn how to authenticate. YouTube's great for authenticating. You know, you can also, if you see a bag, you can look for the actual photo on the website on Google, and then, you know, go to like reputable sites, like if it's being sold by Bergdorf's or Saks or Nordstrom, and then just look at the item and compare it to the one that you have to authenticate it. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed those thrifted finds, and if you like this video, I hope you will give it a thumbs up, and I hope you will subscribe to my channel. It would be nice to have you here and to share more of my hauls and my thrifted finds with you guys. And if there's anything you guys are interested in terms of shopping tips or whatever, just shoot them in the comments below. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.